Hey, this is Jeff with The Building Boys. By trade, I'm a chiropractor, and I own other real estate ventures such as extended stay suites and long-term rentals. One day a week, I grow my passive income portfolio. In these videos, I will be working alongside my father building our next passive income stream, a senior citizen fourplex. Watch our videos and repeat the process for yourself so you can become financially free.
All right, everybody, it's been a little while since I've done a video. To be honest, it's because we had a lot of it subcontracted out and a lot of stuff just wasn't very fun, and it's quite self-explanatory as to what I was doing. But we'll walk around. We also got we are fully insulated now. We got all the electrical roughed in. We now have lights with pigtails, so it's starting to look like something. We do not have heat yet. We should have heat here in about a day or two, hopefully, because it's going to be about Thanksgiving and it's going to start really dropping. So we'll have the in-floor heat probably pumping in the next 48 hours. So let's just kind of walk around, talk about everything we got going on. Okay, so we got obviously all the electrical all roughed in. It's been inspected. We do have the ceiling in, and we do have cellulose dumped in the attic. I'll take a picture of that too. Took about 6 hours. 2 guys feeding the machine and me up in the attic. We did about 19-20 inches of cellulose, and that gives you a pretty high R value. It'll settle a couple inches, but it's very well insulated in here. So exterior walls, we did your basic R19 fiberglass. We used CertainTeed's membrane, which is like a semi-permeable plastic, so it still breathes. I don't really know how it works, but it doesn't act like a Ziploc bag. So if you do get moisture in that wall, it'll allow that to dry, not rot out that wood. This is an interior wall, but I just did this because this is the living room and this is a bedroom. So I just wanted to do something as far as soundproofing. This wall, I used mineral wool. This stuff is an awesome product. We used it on this wall. It's a lot more expensive, so I only did it one wall because that is a fairly busy road. County semis run up and down it. It's not bad, but I wanted something to just deaden that sound. So as you just kind of see what we all got going on here. We also have all of the plumbing done. I know this insulation is just janky. I just used scraps that I had laying around. This is just another soundproofing between the kitchen and the toilet, because we all know what happens on the porcelain throne. And it's not perfect, but I have so much going on in this wall that I just did what I could. You know, I have vent pipes, I have backer boards for grab bars, we have all the plumbing running in there, so we did what we could. I didn't even mess with this wall because I just got so much going on. And then it's going to be another closet here with a washer dryer, so I just wasn't overly concerned about that. Okay, so let's go. Garage, fully insulated now. We just have to, in here we're going to do probably OSB, a little more durable, and honestly it's probably cheaper after, you know, because taping the mud and all that. So in here we have one of these in each room. I made the mistake, my mechanical room is just on the other side of this wall. I was hoping to have this in there. I miscalculated how wide my air handler was going to be for air conditioning, and also it has a backup heat coil in there. So if the in-floor heat just is not running or something, we will always have heat. So it'll be electric heat as a backup that goes through the ceiling ductwork, okay? So that was, if you just kind of get a reference point, there's the living quarters, here's the garage. This was just supposed to be a storage, which it still is, but I wanted that inside my mechanical room, so I had complete access without having to bother a tenant. But it'll work for the next duplex. We'll just bring that wall this way another, 3 feet. So it'll be a smaller closet for them, but I just want to have complete access. Okay, so then we're coming into the other garage. So this is just the mirror image. Once again, there's the air handler. This is not a door. Okay, this is just for us to pass through right now. When we get really close to being done, we'll just throw that 2x6 in. And I even have the insulation right there. And this is finished product in here. well, fairly finished. Yeah, so we're getting all that drywall done. Okay, so this is the mechanical entry room out the back. Gonna get a reference point. So this is the room I wanted to have a little bit bigger. So we got a lot going on here. So we got on-demand water heater. Since I am paying all utilities, we have one water heater running both duplexes. So we can really cut back on overhead monthly with utilities. Obviously, if you're gonna split these out, you're gonna have double of everything. But since I made this so super tight efficient, I'm running all utilities. These are going to be for elderly. I know how much water they typically use, which is not much. I'm not concerned about this whatsoever. But if we need to, you know, in the future, all we do is tack another one on the other side. So we got the in-floor heat stuff just about ready to go. So this is for the garage and the apartment on that side. Garage and the apartment on this side. We did put a little space heater in here to keep this place warm because right underneath that insulation is my water line that's live. So we don't need any water leaks. Up here we have all of our TV cables and landline for like I fall and I can't get up, internet router. So I can just put one router here and split it to Wi-Fi routers and just pay one internet bill. And then I have a TV antenna up on the roof, so I can split it all here and they can have their free TV. And so I can offer TV and it doesn't cost me a dime. Yeah, so this is all that crazy. Don't even ask me how this works. I'm not a plumber. But we have the gas line coming in, outside water spigot right there, drain. So if we ever do have a mess in here, I would highly recommend water sensors that are connected to Wi-Fi. So if there's a water leak, you get notified immediately. That's the clean out breaker panel. And yeah, I had them put an outlet up there just so I can tie in my my router and everything. So I wanted you guys to get an idea of what was all in here. All right, so here's insulation. So we have here, we're right above the garage. This is probably closer to about 15, 16 inches of cellulose. I was starting to run low and I wasn't as concerned about the garage. We get over into the actual apartments and we're up to the 1920. It is drastically colder up here, so this insulation is doing its job. Now, for if you're in an urban place, you have to double check your code. You may need firewalls, 5-inch drywall all the way up. That's not necessary where we're at. But I would just double check your code. Also, you guys want to make a little box for your attic so that your insulation can be piled up high up against this, or else you would have it just falling down your little attic hole. So make sure you make a little box.